The following video comes from two brothers who, while being home alone, captured something really creepy on camera. The video starts off with two brothers who are watching TV when, all of a sudden, a mysterious noise is heard from down the hall. Now, it's worth noting that this isn't the first time they've heard something strange. As mentioned in the video's description, both siblings and the rest of their family have been experiencing unusual activity in their home ever since they moved in. They know for a fact that their home doesn't have any dark history since it was built not too long ago. Yet, they've been experiencing activity that has somewhat confirmed their suspicions of there being a presence. There have been other creepy occurrences at this place, but the following video has to be by far one of the most creepiest things they've encountered. Soon after hearing this noise, they approach the playroom where they know for sure the noise came from. As they slowly approach this room, they open the door, make their way to a smaller room inside, and capture something really creepy. I'll play the clip first before pointing out what it was that they saw. See if you can spot anything unusual about this video.
There's literally nothing in here. Look how heavy this is. Yeah. Hang on, there's nothing up here. What the crap? There's nothing in here either, look. I can hear it when we got about halfway down the hallway. Yeah, it stopped. That's when we got closer. I just heard once. Like I came out and heard like, shh. That's all I heard. Yeah, but we heard it when we were sitting there. We just sitting here and we heard it. You heard it start? Yeah, we heard it start.
If you didn't see it, here's what they captured.
There's literally nothing in here. And look how heavy this is. Yeah. Hang on, there's nothing up here. There's nothing up here.
Now that's pretty creepy, but what's even more creepy about this is that when they went back to check on this toy, its head was back at the position it was in when they first entered the room. The family doesn't know what to make of this and is seeking answers from viewers of the video. Let me know what you guys think. Could there be an explanation for this? Or is it the case that this family's house is being haunted by something? Who knows? This next video comes from a mysterious channel called SNCH. There's a lot more videos on this channel that are just as mysterious as this one. However, the following video takes the cake for being the most creepy. The video starts off with what appears to be a group of friends exploring what looks like a garage. Based on their dialogue, it seems like they heard something that came from inside and so decided to go and check it out. Upon entering inside, their camera starts to malfunction as they can't see what's being recorded. All they could see is a pitch black screen. However, little did they know that their camera was in fact recording. Soon after all were inside, they capture this. Pay close attention to the window at which the camera points. Like with most viewers of the video, you might be asking, what in the world was that? Was it some guy with a mask peeping at these friends? Or was it something else? Could this have been some sort of entity haunting these friends? Or a stranger trying to break inside? Although some think it's the latter, most believe that whatever it was has to be some sort of paranormal entity, as there's evidence to support this. In almost every single one of their videos, they capture something really odd. From capturing on camera what appears to be a mysterious pair of hands popping out from their neighbor's window, to hearing creepy noises coming from a baby monitor, it seems like they're being haunted by something. But perhaps the most mysterious and supporting evidence of this notion has to be the poltergeist activity that they caught on camera. Now, there's a lot more to explore on this channel. From a mysterious image that appears on a spectrograph after running the audio from one of their videos, to videos with encrypted titles, this channel is definitely worth checking out if you like both mysteries and creepy things. The following video comes from Riley Diddy, who caught something pretty spooky on camera while working a late night shift. The video starts with Riley, who's talking about how he just witnessed something really creepy. He recounts the events that occurred prior to encountering this incident. He was heading towards his office in the back when, out of nowhere, he hears what sounds like a pair of keys dropped on the floor. He checks the source of the sound and finds a pair of keys laying on the ground, away from the counter where he last saw them. At first, he thought the keys must have been placed on the counter's edge, which would explain how they could have fell. But, as Riley remembers, he last saw them placed far away from the edge. This was very strange indeed, but things were about to get a lot more strange, as Riley sees something that scares the living daylights out of him. Luckily, he was able to capture what he saw.
Oh my gosh. The paper moves. It's moving again. Oh my gosh.
Imagine working a graveyard shift all by yourself and seeing this. How creepy. As for whether or not Riley did experience something paranormal, it's hard to tell. The keys having fallen to the ground could have been a made-up story, as it wasn't captured on camera. And as for the paper that flew off the counter, that could have been fake too. There could have been a fan behind Riley as he recorded this supposed paranormal encounter. However, some have pointed out that if there was a fan, then the display in front of the paper would have moved too. This, coupled with the fact that Riley was crying out of fear, makes this somewhat believable. What do you think? As always, what are your thoughts? Could this be real? Or could this be a hoax? This next video isn't just a video, but rather a compilation of both videos and posts that follows the events that have unfolded inside someone's home. Nonetheless, the things that have happened to this person is just beyond creepy. Carlos Name has a following of 1.3 million followers on Instagram, which is pretty big compared to most other accounts. But, unlike most other accounts, Carlos has been posting videos of unusual things that have taken place inside his new home in Mexico. From his dog Risipus acting strange, to capturing mysterious apparitions on camera, Carlos is sure that something isn't right about his new home. The first odd occurrence took place at the beginning of this year when his dog, who was stolen a few days ago, mysteriously appeared back at his home. On that same day, he finds a few things on his lawn, one of which included a journal with indecipherable writing inside. Ever since then, he's been experiencing other odd things, like receiving a mysterious package with the words "Save until 2021" written across it, and hearing what sounds like someone walking on his lawn at night. Fearing that someone might be stalking him, he decides to install some security cameras outside his house, which at first didn't seem useful as they weren't capturing anything. But later on, they do end up capturing something, and it's something that Carlos wasn't expecting. Here's what he captured. It's hard to tell what it is, but whatever it is, it's pretty creepy. However, it's not as creepy as the events that have transpired afterwards. Carlos's dog continued to act strange, and Carlos finds mysterious symbols around his home. But there's one incident in particular that has left Carlos really spooked, and it's the time that he broke into his neighbor's home, which was completely empty, and found a picture of his house and a picture of his family. This was very unsettling, as Carlos was now certain that someone was watching him. This, along with other paranormal-related incidents, has left him with no choice but to contact a priest so that his home could be blessed. Hopefully doing so, as Carlos believed, would get rid of whatever it is that's haunting his place. After having his home blessed, Carlos told the priest of everything that has happened, from the journal he found to the strange apparition he caught on camera. Upon hearing all this, the priest was certain that Carlos had to be marked by some cult, particularly a satanic one, as the events that transpired are similar to those that others have encountered after being marked or selected by such cults. However, it's still unknown as to why they chose Carlos. He surely doesn't know, but it seems to me that the reason they chose him has to do with the fact that Carlos is very wealthy and quite famous. It would seem that his wealth and popularity have made him a target of those who are envious of his fortune. Of course, this is just a theory, as the cult's intentions are shrouded in mystery, but who knows? Let me know what you guys think. The following video comes from B-Ross H, who filmed his dog growling at something unseen. There's something creepy about dogs barking or reacting to something that isn't there. Perhaps it's because they're seeing something that we can't. Whether it's a ghost or some other entity, I would definitely not sleep in that same room where my dog was growling at something in the closet. What would you do if your dog acted like this?